And incidentally, I've told the boss that I want you paying me out of your pocket for this.
Okay,
Boris Johnson,
I'll send you a tenner right now. Just pass your details to the guys behind the glass, and I'll fire 10 quid your way.
no, I'll put my price up. It's 50. I'm really quite angry about this whole thing in the media going about Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson has got a lot more to worry about than the ridiculous, stupid reporting I'm getting from Sky and the BBC. I don't know the name of the woman who's always outside number 10 for Sky, but my God. And the woman on the BBC at the moment, I thought we had impartial broadcasters in this country. We obviously don't. We are on the brink of war with Russia, and we're talking about a bloody stupid birthday cake and some ridiculous, I thought I was on my own programme, some ridiculous caterpillar called Colin. Wake up. Now we've got the Metropolitan Police investigating this. I would agree that the people who work in number 10 Downing Street are probably too stupid. They should have been sacked. Boris Johnson is obviously taken his eye off the ball, but we are in a crisis. We are going to have people not being able to heat their homes, not being able to feed themselves. Yet the first news story of all the news channels, except this one, I hope, have been about this ridiculous birthday cake parties, all this other stuff. Look,
hang on a minute, James. Are you saying that having a birthday cake in an office, in a room with lots of other people, is not a birthday party? Are you saying it is, in fact, just something that happens in an office?
I don't give a stuff one way or the other. At the moment, we're on a brink of war with Russia, and we need to be prepared for it. We need to sort the stupidity of the anti-vaxxers out, which has nearly been done, by the way. We want to get the flipping Remainers who seem to be running the news agenda and are very upset, who now decide they're going to... It's the journalists who seem to feel they are in charge of this country. Nobody else. In a couple of years, you want to get rid of Boris Johnson? Get rid of him. We have an election. At the moment, I would like them to be focusing on what is going on. I was listening to Julia this morning, and Tobias Elwood made a really good point. He said, I think we need a 4-star general in number 10, sorting out the kids who are doing whatever they do in there. Because, there's been too much time spent gallivanting around and having fun. They're there to work and run the country. But I don't need to hear any more of it at this time. We need to get on with sorting the problems of the world out. It's much bigger than what was going on during the pandemic. And why? Ask yourself this question, Michael, my friend.
Go on.
Ask yourself this question. Suddenly, 2 years on, all these stories are coming out. The MP who is too Muslim, the stories of the parties, everything else coming out at this time. There seems to be a conspiracy now run by people other than those of us who vote to change the leader of this country. I was shocked at David Davis, who I quite like, a nice bloke who would have made a good leader of the country. But, it's just absolutely bizarre. They think they run the country. We actually should be allowed to vote for the leader of this nation at the next election. And I'm getting sick and tired of this navel-gazing that is going on at the moment. I'm really very angry about it. And I think a lot of other people are too. Boris Johnson is the voted Prime Minister. He needs to pay attention to what's going on in the world.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have had a birthday party when everybody else was told they couldn't.
Look, we don't know the ins and outs of it. And as I said, I don't really care at this particular moment what was going on then. Obviously, some bad decisions were made. But how come we find out about them now? Is this Russian interference? By the way, what happened with the Chinese spy in the Labour Party?
Well, I just asked John Renzel about that. I mean, apparently nobody's investigating that, which seems absolutely ridiculous to me.
No, because they're obsessed, because the media, every time when you turn on to Sky or the BBC, they're outside number 10 talking about cakes.
My advice to you is not to put it on, James, and instead listen to talk radio, watch talk radio all day and all night.
I have to sort of compare the other so-called mainstream left-wing abusive media with what we're doing. And we are doing what the public need to hear. Listen, I risk every night going on talking about the stupidity of the anti-vaxxers I mean, I've never had so many.
Yeah, you've had another alert there from the Common Sense Brigade to stop talking
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
I'm getting one in on
Your light's gone off. It's time for your medication. Listen, we'll talk to you later because it's time is of the essence.